ready to rake a few people off across the coals. I feel like.
No,
we're not doing that. We're gonna save that for. We'll take it easy.
We'll try and be nice.
Yeah, we're gonna save that for Fashion Week.
It depends on what you got up your sleeve.
Yeah, and I have my coffee sitting here, so don't mind me. But I need to stay energized so that I can give you guys the best energy that you need. From me.
God, what do you have? I feel like it's about to be some BS.
TT knows about me, my coffee. Tell him about my coffee. I can't function without my coffee.
Yeah, it used to be the pair of us. We used to both have to have coffee, and then I boycotted coffee, and I've almost been coffee free for almost a year.
Shoot.
Almost a year.
Right? We all got.
I was an evil bitch for like probably 4 weeks until I weaned myself off. But yeah, he's evil without it. So like, yeah, the fact that it's right there. Praise him. Yes.
Hazelnut, that's my favorite. Okay.
So what you got for us, Boo? What you got?
Well, it has been a pretty juicy week for social media and Black Twitter and all of its greatness.
Cray.
It was hard for me to keep up almost. There was a lot going on.
Yeah, there was a lot going
on. So I guess I'll kind of just jump right into a couple things that caught my attention.
Okay, like?
The entire Kanika Jenkins controversy. This has been going on for about a little bit over a week, I think. And if you need some background, if you guys out there need a little bit of background about the story. So it's a young teenage girl, 19, I believe, from Chicago. She went to a hotel party with her friends. She was on Facebook Live. They were all drinking, carrying on, having a great time, whatever. So there's Facebook Live videos, and you can see her like through the girl's sunglasses, like laying on the bed, drunk or whatever. They're jamming. They're in they're in the Snapchat screen.
Yeah.
And they're like getting their life together and being cute on camera, whatever. So they're having a good time. And all of a sudden, the mom goes to the hotel. She didn't hear from her. She didn't know where her daughter was. She knew she was supposed to be at the hotel. She goes to the hotel. Now, the hotels have pretty strict guidelines with like letting you up to the room, because you could be a person off the street. Just because you say you know that person, they cannot be held accountable for if you were not a welcome guest at that hotel room. If it was not, if it was somebody that, they didn't want there, the hotel's responsible for that.
Right.
So they didn't want to initially let her
in. Yeah.
So finally they went up to the room, I believe. She wasn't there. They couldn't find her. And hours later they found her. And they didn't start reviewing like surveillance cameras or anything until like the situation. I think she went missing around, it was like a weird time. I can't remember the exact time, but it was a long time gap between the time she went missing and the time that they started like searching the surveillance cameras.
Which I find odd.
Well, they found him. Listen, did you hear, like the premise of this? Dead in the cooler.
Which is absolutely asinine to me.
So nobody knew how she got there. Nobody knew how she got out of the cooler. Like who discovered her? Nobody knew.
I don't understand how that doesn't happen. I don't understand how nobody knows that.
Exactly. So they didn't know how she got in there. Like I said, they didn't know how she got out, like who found her. And nobody was really telling the mom anything. They wouldn't tell her anything. They wouldn't even let the mom go and see her. They wouldn't even let the mom go see her dead daughter or any of the family. So it was
that's a hot mess.
Yes. So the mom was really struggling with like officials about this, trying to get you like communicate and have access to information.
I can imagine.
What was an investigation, so they couldn't give her much
information. Yeah.
So details just came out today of it was actually the raw surveillance of her stumbling by herself into this freezer. Now, apparently,
freezers don't lock behind you. At least they shouldn't.
Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes, like walk-in coolers will lock behind you, but most of those walk-in coolers have a emergency like backup that allows you to push the door open from the inside. However, because of like the temperatures, and I believe it was like below like -10 degrees in there, because sometimes like with the temperatures and all type of other things like that, they're faulty and they don't work. And that's what happened with Miss Jenkins. It didn't work. So she got trapped in there, and you have to, and even if there's so much pressure that you have to really have strength to push that door open. I used to work at a sports bar, and I worked in the kitchen, and I would have to go in and out of the cooler. And you did have to really push it with some force. But if you're intoxicated and you're really, really intoxicated, you might struggle. And she was a smaller girl trying to push that door open. So
this all just sounds fishy to me.
Well, so I watched the surveillance, and she was barely walking, stumbling. Like literally stumbling, couldn't even hold herself up, and somehow wandered into the cooler.
Does this footage look legit?
The footage is legit. Now, the footage looks legit. Now, people had all different type of conspiracies and stuff about this story, but
I mean, because just hearing it just sounds nuts.
Well, it's nuts, but it's nuts, and I'm going to tell you why it's nuts.
Like, how did she get all the way? Like, we're in proximity to her hotel room. Was the cooler? How did she get down there? Where were her friends?
Well, that's what I was going to say. It sounds okay. Yes, this is it's very much real. It very, very much did happen. It is true. She stumbled in there. It wasn't like any foul play as far as somebody like dragging her in there or something like that. But where were her friends?
Where were your friends at?
Where were your friends? You know what I'm saying? At what point?
At what point do your friends look around and say, "Oh, my bitch ain't here"?
Kanika's been gone for an hour.
For an hour and a half.
You know what I mean?
Because there's no way that my friend would have been in the cooler long enough for her to die and for me to not notice. Like if we went to a party together and you disappeared for more than 10 minutes, unaccounted for, I'm like, where the fuck is Royce?
So you're texting. So at that point you're texting.
You're not answering.
Kanika, where are you? Where are you? Kanika, girl, you've been gone for an hour. Where are you at? That's what
I'm sending my panic voice.
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you, okay, so you haven't answered so many text messages. I've called you. Now I'm worried. And if you don't respond to this next text message within whatever amount of time, we're going to have an issue and we're getting somebody involved.
Well, exactly. So that's the thing. And this is why I have to stress that, if you're out with your friends or something like that, if you're in a setting where you're drinking. Now I understand maybe this is what I'm thinking. I haven't heard any statements from the friends, but what I'm thinking is,
of course not.
This is Royce's.
Their lawyers probably told them not to say anything.
This is what I'm thinking is just for the reasoning, just for their reason behind not following, chasing after her.
They were drunk as fuck too, probably.
They were drunk, and I believe that they were Kanika was 19.
Underage.
So they were underage, and even if they weren't, she was. So either way, you're going to get in trouble. I'm not sure what their ages were.
Right.
But so I feel like what happened was, now this is Royce's take on this. What happened was this. They got scared. There was underage drinking there. They didn't want to get in trouble, so they let their friend venture off and said, she'll be fine. Nothing's going to happen to her, but we ain't about to get in trouble for this. We don't want to get in trouble for the underage drinking. So to save their own backs, they just didn't pursue it. They said, she'll be fine, whatever, throw caution to the wind. And look what happened. She ended up dead in a freezer. So I think that the steps that I would have taken would have been, okay, it's been an hour. It's been 2 hours. It's been 3 hours. At this point,
the most you could go missing without me tripping
would be an hour. For me, it's an hour.
It's legitimately an hour. An hour of radio silence when we went to a party together is a red flag.
Exactly.
For any of my friends.
Exactly. Especially if you go there together.
Yeah, we went together. You didn't come and say, oh, you or any of my friends didn't come to say, oh, I got a mission, I'm about to be out.
Right.
Unless we have that conversation and I look in your face.
Exactly.
And if you have that conversation and you look in your face and you you're too drunk to make a decision on your own,
I'm telling you, you're not going.
You're not going. I will tell the dude or whoever it is, my bitch is not going. Period.
Exactly.
She can't even talk to me and function to have a conversation with me. No, you're not going.
Exactly. So, at that point, but when that hour would have went by, I'm just a worry ward.
Yeah, me too.
I'm kind of like a worry.
I'm literally I'm the type that if you're supposed to meet me at a certain time,
I'm going to the concierge desk. I'm going to the concierge desk. I'm telling them I can't find my friend. She's gone missing. We need your help. We need to find her.
Yeah.
You're going to be looking at the surveillance footage. You're going to be doing whatever it is I ask you to do to help me find my friend. And if they
I'm turning this bitch upside down.
Yes. And if they would have taken those necessary steps, this would not have happened. Which is why you have to be responsible. This should be a learning lesson
for
everyone that goes out or anything.
You just can't do shit like that.
You can't. You
can't be that careless. And that's part of the reason too. If all my friends are drunk as fuck, I stop drinking.
Because someone has to be
to be conscious enough to know what the fuck is going on around here. Somebody had like, if nothing more than to just drive the hell home. Like we can't all be fucked up. Like we can't all be fucked up. Like somebody has to be the voice of reason. And you 9 times out of 10, like I'm usually that friend that's like, all right, well, I'm done drinking. I'm not a heavy drinker anyway, so it's usually me. But like at the same time, it's just like you can't make those mistakes.
Right.
Like I would not be able, as her friend, I would not be able to live with myself because like being that drunk, I would never allow myself to get that drunk to where the fact that I don't know about my well-being or anybody that's around me.
Well, I'm sorry to say it. I'm really sorry to say, but shame on her friends.
Absolutely.
I hope, like in my mind, I just whatever type of remorse or anything that they have, you kind of should have that.
Yeah, you should have that.
So
that's kind of warranted.
Yeah,
like, that should be there.
Exactly. So that was the first thing that I had. Now moving on to a somewhat lighter.
You have the quirky grin. What the hell?
Okay. So I very much so admire my aunt, Wendy Williams.
Oh, that ass.
I very much admire Miss Wendy. I've grown up watching Wendy. I think what Wendy is amazing. Mm-hmm. I'm a Wendy fan. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love Wendy. I'd like to go see her show. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm waiting. Bless you. No. I'm waiting to hear your whatever this is about to be. Cause sis.
Well, Miss Wendy hit the beach over the weekend.
Did she hit it? Boy, did she hit it.
And
a brick walls, what she hit.
Miss Wendy was really? Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna continue on. I'm just gonna step over that. Anyways, it's ironic that you say brick because maybe some people would say she might be built like a brick. Okay. So what happened was Miss Wendy decided to hit the beach. She was enjoying a lovely time with her husband. And now let me just say, Miss Wendy has lost a lot of weight. So she's gone vegan and she's lost a lot of weight. She looks so
okay.
So what happened is she decided she was having a lovely time, and now you couldn't tell her nothing. You couldn't tell Wendy nothing. To her, she looked good. And one of her Instagram captions was, "I'll tell you all about my beach body." She called it a beach body. She thought she looked good. She was laying on a raft, and she thought that she was just the bee's knees, looking good, and she thought she was doing a good thing. Yep. Like I said, she called it a quote unquote beach body. No, I'm not about body shaming though. This is the thing.
We're not body shaming.
I'm not about body shaming. I think that if you feel confident enough, no matter what size you are, I think that if you feel confident enough to go out in front of people at the beach and you want to wear a bikini or whatever, that I think good for you.
Whatever makes you happy.
So yeah, so I just want to get that out of the way before I continue on.
Because I'm not like that.
Right.
However,
there's this is the thing. If you're going to do that, that's fine. You might want to choose the appropriate bathing suit.
Not even just
Miss Wendy has, she's large up top.
She's very top heavy. She's very top heavy.
Which causes her to maybe be built a little funny, like a capital P or shape or a carrot shape or whatever other type of shape that oblong. She's just long. And she has a really flat back. I mean, you look at her and she goes
legit straight up and down.
Done.
Like there's not like a detour curve.
There's no curvature. There's
slow down at the bend.
There's no slow. I mean, you're just going straight 100 miles an hour. So she was under scrutiny on social media. People were attacking her, body shaming her, so on and so on.
Here's the thing Okay, first question. Are her boobs natural?
No, they're fake.
Okay. So you paid to have your breasts done.
She won't. Listen, though. They were appropriate on her when she was a little bit larger, but she will not get rid of them. She insists on keeping them.
Okay, well then get an ass to match.
So you gotta get it.
You
Go
got
see
to get an ass.
Dr. Curve.
Listen,
I've seen him do it for all the girls. Dr. Curve. That's all you gotta do.
We are like, it would not. I would applaud. That's awful.
Now she's like her waist.
I commend her.
The waist is good. The leg is good. Everything is good. It's just the back.
Like, cause even in the front, she doesn't look bad. I wish she had a little bit more hips. But
she looks. I mean, I'm really not trying to be funny. Yeah. I'm not trying to be funny, but the only way I can paint a picture for you guys out there is if you've ever had a spare rib that there's just like not a lot. You can just nibble on it all day, but there's just not a lot of meat. Just that planky, you slap it on your plate and you just hear bone hit the plate. There's no substance to it. I mean, it's just a plank bone, just a plain old rib bone, no meat, no nothing. It's just, there's nothing else substance to it. You could chew around it and do whatever you need to do, but there's nothing on the bone. There's no meat on it. That's just kind of what just deprived.
Yeah, it's just
you know what I'm saying? Just not good. So
it just bothers me. I was really sad when I saw that come across my timeline.
Yeah.
The one that made it funny though is it said Beyonce and Jay-Z out having a little bit of fun. I lost it. I said, what?
I'm gonna tell you, like I said, I love Wendy and I think I commend her for going out, but she was under a lot of scrutiny. But the reason that I bring this up is for a different reason. It's an interesting thing because everybody saw this. Okay, she had the gram. She turned into a meme. It went viral. She had the gram going off, Twitter going off, and Mr. T.I. Mr. T.I. Harris. He had a couple choice words to say, but he wasn't attacking her. He called himself, quote unquote, defending her. Okay, he I
didn't actually hear.
He slid in there like he had Wendy's back, but that's not how I took it. You want to hear this?
Yes,
I'm gonna read this.
I want to hear it.
So he said, "Okay, now as much bleep as this sister talk about my people, myself included. I know what y'all expect, but I'm not going to do the obvious and fry her butt up. Nope, I'm not going to I'm going to be respectful. But regardless of her flaws, she's still an independent Black businesswoman that's had to fight her way through life to get where she is, just like people she judges daily. But I'm going to try something new and different this time. Let's see if the power of mercy moves her heart not to be so malicious and vindictive in the future when she's speaking on the lives of other strangers when they're going through their own personal tough times. My approach, ... Let's see, question emoji."
Okay, so
that
he
was
has a point,
but he was very passive aggressive.
He was.
That was some shit. To me, you're not defending.
That was shade.
That was shade. To me, you're saying
it might have been an umbrella. It might not have been a tree.
Right.
But it was an umbrella's worth of shade.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't necessarily take that as he was defending her. I think that was.
I think he was proving a point without being a complete ass, but you were still an ass.
But you were, yeah.
I commend him though because
but you can't be mad. I mean, this is the thing though. This is Wendy's career. This is how Wendy bakes her bread. That's Wendy's bag. I
understand that. But when you put yourself out there like that, you have to be willing to take what comes back to you. So the fact that he said that, you can't really be upset because you say what you want to say about people too. So you have to be open to that. It's no different than me when I talk my shit and then somebody comes on my page or sees me in person and talks about me being fat. I don't give a fuck. Like, I am who I am. I'm cool with what I am. I embrace who I am. But you're entitled to your own fucking opinion. So
I got the cap, but Wendy does not think she looks bad. She does not think that she needs that, but she embraces it. She tells you all the time, I got a flat butt. Flat butt, my pancake.
That's what makes her
she admits it. Yeah, she's not afraid to admit it. And in fact, here I have the exact caption from her, what she said about her body. She said, hold on. She said, if you're, I can't even read it and take it serious. Hold on, I'm so sorry. Okay. If you're going to live in a glass house, ... I'll see you Monday. And oh yes, I will talk about my beach body. P.S. I never get into the water without a few flotation devices.
A few.
So she's talking about her breasts.
I knew that.
That was a pun.
Yeah, it was a pun intended.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she thinks that she has a great beach body, and I think
confidence is key,
confidence
sis.
is key.
If that's what you love, that's great. But like I said before, you have to be willing to accept people's opinions.
Well, I want to hear what she has to say. So I want to see if she talks about it, because normally when Black China roasted her on Instagram and said, you know, she didn't. Normally when people clap at Wendy, Wendy won't clap back.
So, but I feel like she has to address this one at most.
Yes.
Because it went so
left,
viral
so
and so left so quick that I feel like she's gonna have to respond. And if she doesn't, more power to her. But like I feel like she's probably gonna have to address it because it's like the elephant in the room. What?
Remy Ma and Lil' Kim were in the studio.
I did see that. I'm embracing that.
What do you think that they were working on? T. It couldn't be another diss record, could it? T. Because Remy Ma couldn't possibly have anything else to say but smack on Nicki, could she? T.
Do we want to smack on Nicki?
Every
because
time
she was caught on Jimmy
Fallon.
Fallon. Because she was caught on Jimmy Fallon last night in a Kim replica. So let's not talk about Miss Nicki.
Nicki was doing what?
Nicki was on Jimmy Fallon last night looking like Lil' Kim's.
How? Where?
Do you want me to pull up the picture?
Don't.
Do we need to show the receipts? Let's show the receipts. Since we want to bash, let's bash Remy every time we get.
And that's fine.
Wait a minute.
No, but that's okay.
I'm gonna show you the receipts.
Because that's okay. Because guess what? Because Lil' Kim stepped out too. Because we want to talk about Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was at Rihanna's Diamond Ball looking a hot mess.
She did look a hot mess. She did look a hot mess.
Okay, wig done, outfit done. Her just everything about Lil' Kim was just done. Now I like
Kim.
Lil'
Is
Kim.
still the queen.
I love Kim. I love Kim. But she was looking a mess.
I gotta pull up this. I gotta pull this up. I gotta pull it up.
So maybe she was okay. I'm gonna give it. Maybe Nicki was looking like Lil' Kim, but she was looking like a better version.
I won't argue that. So, I won't.
You see what I'm gonna do. You
sip your coffee. Okay, but yeah, you have to acknowledge.
Child, please. Nope.
We can't.
I'm not looking.
You know what? For next week, I'm gonna have pictures, a bunch of pictures that I'm sending next to each other with things Kim did and things Nicki is now doing, and we're just gonna have, because you're not gonna continue to try and roast Remy every chance you get. You're not doing it. We're not doing it.
But like Remy puts it on herself, like, baby, you had a little bit of little small bit of camera time on the VMAs. You chose to throw Nicki's name in it. You get a little bit of time to talk about, make an appearance. You got to throw Nicki's name in it. I mean, you know what though? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe she's really playing this off smart. Maybe she really is. I mean, she is digging herself out of her grave with Nicki's name. I mean, maybe that's a really good marketing ploy for her. Maybe that's something really good that she's doing. You know, build yourself a career off of a beef that you have with somebody else and started.
But did Nicki not do the same thing?
With who? Did
she not beef with Keys? Did she not beef with Keys? Did she not beef with Kim prior to? Did she not? Kim
had stuff to say about Nicki off the rip. Nicki looked up to Kim.
I understand that, but
up to Kim.
Yeah,
I'm not opening up Pandora's box.
Okay, well we don't have to. But you are not going to roast Remy every chance you get.
That's all right. Remy did herself. Remy did herself.
Gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it.
All right. That's fine. And that's fine.
And that's fine.
And that's all right. We won't do it. I like her. I mean, Remy's cool. I liked her on. I mean, I like her music or whatever, but I just don't anything that. I just speak the truth.
Fan.
I'm a Nicki fan, but all even if I was not a Nicki fan, I would still have the same thing to say.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I definitely do believe that like we're beating a dead horse at this point. Like I do believe that we could let it go and we could ride a different wave.
But you know what? I wanted so bad, and I was hearing stuff, and the streets were talking. The streets were talking. And what I heard though was that her and Nicki were gonna make up on the VMAs, and then there was gonna be this like reconciliation, and they might be in the studio together. But I know for a fact now that's not happening because now you're in the studio with Kim.
Yeah.
So that's not happening.
Yeah.
But I think Remy Ma doesn't really care too much about her camera time, so I'm not gonna use her in my camera time.
Yeah. That's based.
So I'm gonna be done with that and
love
move
you,
on
Remy.
to
I love her.
Remy.
Okay.
I'm just playing. Remy, what's up? What's good, Remy? She ain't never going. She ain't worried about us.
But I still got a bat for my bae, okay?
That's right. I know Nicki ain't worried about me either. So, hey, I'm supposed to agree.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
Maybe one day.
Somebody else was in the studio cooking up something a little hot. Maybe not. Maybe it was good. Maybe it isn't. Black China girl, what you doing in the studio?
Oh Lord.
Black China, what could you possibly be recording in the studio? What did she have to? What? Black China. Black.
I'm intrigued.
Black. What are you?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. And I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna say this. Black, if you maybe happen to see this between now and before you start doing like promo for your can we hear a little bit of something?
Can we get a sneak peek?
Please get a snippet? If you happen to ever see
Grind
this,
Radio get the exclusive.
listen. I know that it will not happen, but if for some reason you end up watching this trickles down your news feed somehow, Black. I like you, girl. Black, you're my girl, Black, but I need to hear this.
Yeah,
because I've never known you to be an artist. I've never known for you to be an artist.
Just a pretty face.
Just a beautiful face. Beautiful body. I love
I
some
love
Black
her.
China.
I think she's ratchet.
Black China is
but I love her.
ratchet.
I feel
That's a snack.
about her how I feel about Cardi.
Yeah.
You have to love her. You have to love the ratchet part. And just kind of love her.
You just gotta take
all her
her.
ratchetivity.
Yeah, I love Black China.
It's like the cousin that gets on your damn nerves.
Exactly.
Like, you love them. They get on your nerves, but you still love them.
Right. Exactly. However, I do think that I wasn't a big fan of Black. I gotta let you know, I wasn't a big fan of what happened with you and Rob. I think
we're not gonna reopen that.
I don't want to. Yeah, that's a lot. But I'm not really on the same page with you as far as Rob.
But at the same time, my nigga, what did you expect?
That's true.
So that's just yeah.
So she's been in this.
strippers,
Well, listen. So she's been in the studio with producer Molly Ma. She's been in the studio with Molly Ma working on this album.
A full album. We're not working on a mixtape.
Oh, and it's it's alleged that Tory Lanez, your boy, Tory Lanez is in the studio with her. Yo Gotti has been in the studio with her. Ray Shremmer is. I never feel like I say that right though. Was that right?
All I know
Ray
is
Shremmer?
drummer's ear backwards. That's all I know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's drummer's ear backwards. I just don't know how you pronounce it.
Ray Shremmer. Whatever. Ray.
You know
She was in the studio with Ray Ray.
Yeah,
she was in there with Ray Ray.
Ray.
Ray
1 and Ray 2. That's what y'all get.
Ray. She was in the studio with Ray. Anyways, yeah, she was in the studio with them working on some music. So I'm curious to see what this is going to be about.
I'm intrigued.
I'm hearing that she's spitting some bars. I'm hearing she's doing a little bit of singing too, singing.
Rapping is not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not. But I mean,
that's a tagline. Rapping is not for everybody.
Not for everybody. But she's been spending a lot of time with Nicki, so maybe they've been kind of talking about some things and getting some tips from her. Maybe. What's interesting though is that Molly Ma produced Tyga's first album that got him popping.
Interesting.
So I think that's a little bit.
Gonna ride the wave.
Yeah, maybe just gonna ride the wave. Tyga, what have you been up to? You got anything going on?
He's riding his girlfriend's wave. Are they still together?
Who?
Him and Kylie.
Oh God, no! They've been done for a long time.
Listen, I don't keep up with your clan. I don't keep up with them.
I'm a Kardashian. Hey, I'm a sucker for the Kardashians.
I think they're cursed. I think they curse men, especially colored men.
Wow, T.
You don't believe in the curse? Lamar, no. Kanye, no. Tyga, no.
Okay, so maybe there's a little bit of truth to the curse. Maybe there's a little bit of truth to the curse.
Yeah, so. I think that they are cursed. They should be. They do witchcraft. Like, I won't even just say black men because Scott is a piece of work. They put him in a mental institution.
Yeah, you were just telling me that.
Yeah, they put him in a mental institution.
Kanye was locked. Kanye was ill. Kanye was ill. Lamar was ill.
Yeah.
Caitlyn was ill.
It's still ill. If the jury's still out on that one. The jury is still out on that one.
Was that an OJ reference? You're good. She's really good at sneaking those little things in there. I like that.
The jury's still out on that one. Yeah. So
now my girl Kate, I like Caitlyn Jenner though a little bit. Wait, Caitlyn got tore up by another. I
don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to go there.
Listen, she got tore up by another member of the transgender community. I mean, raked her through the coals like,
I mean,
whoa.
she needs to be raked through.
I mean, she put her on. Well, long story short, she was at an event with Ivanka Trump. One of Caitlin's transgender friends was there, was not happy about that at all. And let's just say Caitlyn got
roasted. Well, while we're on the topic of the Kardashians, let's talk about Fashion Week, because your girl made an appearance and you were so here for her appearances.
For who?
Kim K. Fashion Week, weren't you here for?
You're gonna like. Okay, remember I told you I had some opinions about Fashion Week, but I didn't want to talk about them.
Yes.
Because I wanted to say it here first. So Kim K was on her way to. Actually, let me pull this up because she was in a vintage Tom. I think it was a vintage Tom Ford for Gucci. Mm-hmm. It was in a Tom Ford for Gucci dress. It was black. It was cutouts all through it. I mean, my girl Kim looks good. And I'm sorry to say, you can say what you want about Kim. I'm sorry to tell you. It is very rare that Kim does a look that I just don't like. Kim is a fashion icon. Say whatever you want about her. Her makeup line is not good.
No, it's awful.
Her makeup line is not good. But Kim is a fashion icon, style icon, and people might say that she's not a really talented person, but she took herself, branded herself, and she's doing mighty fine.
I won't discredit that.
Right. But not even to delve that far into my girl. We're not going to put her on a shish kebab and roast her. My girl, Kim K. She looks so good in that. I mean, the way that's like everything that was she had a lot of looks. Kim changes every year Fashion Week. She has a lot of looks. She looks so good in that. Now, that was one of my favorites. She also had another one. I can't remember. It was an oversized, might have actually been a Tom Ford jacket. She wore a lot of Tom Ford this
year. I didn't see that look. The one that I will give my check for, she was in, oh my God, what was she wearing? I think it was like a silver dress.
Oh yeah, she was in a silver dress.
Yes, with
for a Harper's Bazaar event or something.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It was for Bazaar. And she had the platinum, almost white hair.
Yeah,
I was kind of here for that.
Yeah, she did. She brought her blonde back.
I was okay with that. That one I was okay with. I was okay with that. Kim? She gets a check from me. It doesn't happen very often. But she gets a check from me that day.
Kim always gets my approval. Now I got a little bit of something. I know you got some stuff too. Mm-hmm. So I actually have something that I got something that will make your mouth water. I'm getting ready to say something, but do you want to hear this now or after you say what you have to say?
I want to hear it now. I'm not patient.
I low-key want to make you wait.
No, I want to know now.
I want to hear yours.
Okay, so my Fashion Week faves. Can we just say, first of all, I have loved Tiana Taylor for years. For years. If you say that she was one of your your dislikes for the week, we will probably cut the show and I'll go home and you'll have to walk. But anyways, so
all I'm gonna say is that you talk about Nikki. Let's throw stones at Nikki.
She did have latex.
Let's throw stones at Nikki for copying Little Kim, but she had one look. She did one performance of Little Kim's thing that she impersonated Little Kim. Performance on BT, and she got it.
Listen, the difference.
Every time you see her, she's impersonating Kim.
You want to know the difference, though?
Yep.
Paying homage, imitating. There's a difference.
Okay.
There's a huge difference. Paying homage to somebody, crediting them, honoring them, difference.
Okay.
Mimicking and not crediting and claiming it as your own, something completely different.
I like Tiana.
Okay, so we're gonna get into
I like Tiana. Her body.
Tiana is
body. Yeah.
I had a few lesbian moments this week.
Were you?
Because
she made you happy.
I was like, oh my God. So the first of all, can we talk about the Philip Plain show? With Future and her. Klein. Speechless is what I was.
That was such a good show. That was lit.
Phenomenal. Did you see?
Did I say Nikki? I know. Yeah, her performance was really, really good.
Anyway.
I'm just joking. Yeah, but no, it was a really good show.
It was freaking phenomenal. The designs, first of all, I love him, period. Like, I've watched interviews with him. I think
he's a great designer.
Incredibly talented. He does like this mix of like avant-garde with street apparel, and like he had all these caged pieces, and I would just like over the roof.
I had 2 collections I really, really loved this year, and that was Marc Jacobs.
Tommy Fenty was one of them. The Fenty Improvement collection.
No, it wasn't. But it didn't make my. Well, I could do. It didn't. No.
Okay. Go ahead.
Although it was a really good collection. I mean, Rihanna's good at anything.
Rihanna Navy. I'm part of that. Yeah. So yeah.
So that was a really good collection, but Marc Jacobs was a really, 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 good collection. It was about like the concept was like going away to the beach, taking you to like a beach destination, like magical, like not magical, but whatever.
Yeah.
I did not. Imagining beaches, or I can't remember what it was called, but great collection. And one of my favorite designers, hopefully one day, whenever we make it big and I'll be able to afford this designer, but Alexander Wang. I mean, that was a good show. They got off of like a tour bus type thing that it looked like. And there's this really great supermodel that opened the show though, and she made her runway debut there. Oh my God, and I can't remember her name, but she's beautiful. I would have to Google her.
I would have to Google it because I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of the name to save my life.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. But like that, I was not pleased with Michael Kors this year.
No.
I looked at every single piece, and none of the pieces were like
right.
Literally every single piece in the Philippine collection, I was like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Literally all of it. And the way Tiana closed the show was just like epic. So they're calling her the queen of the catwalk.
They were calling her the queen of the catwalk, which I would argue she was the queen of that catwalk.
But she did the
Naomi, you can't say that because Naomi Campbell is the queen of the catwalk.
Agreed. I agree. So. But I believe for this being her first big step in that, I think she killed it on both occasions.
You know what confused me? Oh God, this was not. I don't even know how I forgot about her, but I'm sorry to say this. Sierra, I saw
a picture of her. Where did she like? What she just popped out of nowhere?
Well, she had her baby. She was pregnant. She had her baby. She's been trying to get her life back together after post-pregnancy. And girl, you look a mess. I just gotta say.
I swear somebody else posted that.
She wore this like leather scarf.
I saw that. Yeah, it wasn't the best choice. It wasn't the best choice.
I've seen Sierra. Normally, Sierra slays the carpets. I mean, Sierra,
although that time she sang the national anthem, we should just throw that away and never speak of it again because that was awful.
There was 3 things that I think that Sierra needs to throw away.
Okay.
Her music career.
Great dancer, phenomenal dancer.
Yeah, phenomenal dancer, but she needs to throw her music career away. Throw the whole.
Whoever writes for her is good though.
Yeah, because Sorry used to be my jam.
Yeah, she's talented.
And Body Party was my song for a long, long time. I loved that song. I used to play that song at parties back in whenever I was a young little teeny bopper.
Fat box teeny bopper.
Yeah. So that, and I'm not necessarily a fan of. I don't know. All of her looks. I just want you to throw them all away. That's all I can really say about her. She just really disappointed me. Really, really disappointed me. Really disappointed. Because I look, Sierra is one of those people where she's impressed me so many times. Now I expect you to come to the carpet. And I expect you to slay.
See, that's how I feel about Riri.
Yes.
And she slayed the entire Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Every look she had was flawless.
I loved her. I loved her outfit she wore for her Fenty Beauty release.
Oh my God, the green with the green and the boot. You're talking about the Volt, right? Where she was on the bike.
No, I'm talking about the Fenty.
Oh Beauty. Yeah, the Fenty Beauty. I thought you were talking about the Fenty Puma. Mm-hmm. The canary yellow dress. Oh God.
And her at the Diamond Ball.
The Diamond Ball. You saw I posted that picture.
Yeah.
My caption was, Rihanna. Dear God, emoji, emoji, emoji. Thank you.
Rihanna could make
anything.
Rihanna could make any straight woman go lesbian.
Literally.
Any gay man go straight. Rihanna is just that undisputed beauty.
Beautiful.
Probably one of the most beautiful women I think ever.
Literally. And she has such a beautiful personality. Like she at the Diamond Ball, she was doing interviews and stuff and talking about foundation and all that stuff. And I'm just like, she is literally a beautiful person inside and out. She's a fashion icon. She will probably be named like Queen of Fashion before her time is up. Like, cause she seriously, no matter what it is, she could literally put on saran wrap and turn it into a trend.
But that's how, but I have to say though, that's how I feel about Kim though. Because Kim wears some pretty off the wall stuff and looks
she
good.
does, but I just don't feel like it's the same. I don't feel like it's the same. I feel like because Rihanna, and this is gonna sound like bias, but I feel like because Rihanna is Black and she pulls off some of those looks so well, it's just like, go away. But I just feel like that it looks so good. Like there's just something about melanin skin that looks like the way it looks. It cameras well. She just looks phenomenal.
I think that Kim has had a lot of melanin skin in her day.
She had, you know what? Now you know what? I think
you want to hear what I had to tell you? Do you want to hear what I was going to tell you?
Yes, I want to hear it.
Do you got the date, time, calendar ready, everything? Because
I do Friday.
You're going to want to remember
8/11, Friday, September 15th.
Nikki, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. The entire, your entire Barb kingdom was rooting for you. A lot of your other people that expect you to come and do certain things were rooting for you. And you disappointed them. You let us down. You let your fans down. You let your admirers down. Nikki gave me one of the most terrible Fashion Week outfits I think I have ever
Is this documented?
seen.
Is this documented?
Ever seen.
This needs to be documented.
She wore an Oscar de la Renta princess gown. I don't remember where she was going, and we talked about this.
So that this can be documented.
We talked about this last time at the VMAs with the over accessories.
Oh my God. My God. That's, can I see that up close?
Yes.
That's just bad.
Very bad.
That's all bad.
The hair was wrong. You're wearing a 40-inch
with the
lace front with a poofy princess gown
and a neck,
big huge diamond princess necklace. Big, huge jewelry, silver jewelry.
Her stylist, is her stylist credited in this photo?
I don't know. It's not.
It's not, because they need to be.
Well, this is the thing.
That look is awful.
That really made me angry. Her other look, I didn't see a look. There was two looks I think that Nikki gave me that I liked, but they weren't decent. They weren't great. They were just decent. They were mediocre. So I understand, like, she's a rapper. She wants to kind of keep that swag where, you know what I'm saying? She's New York. She's from New York.
That hard exterior.
She's New York. So she got to come and she got to she wants to show out with the big bling, and she wants to, have all of that, the big fur and everything. But it's inappropriate.
That's not an excuse though, because
it's not an excuse.
Did we see Cardi at the Diamond Ball? Same female. Cardi at the Diamond Ball from New York.
Right.
Rapper, hard exterior, looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
So, I mean, you got to know, and you can bring some of those elements. You can bring some of those elements into your outfits, but you have to understand when it's time to scale back a little bit.
Her hair should have been pulled up.
The hair should have been either pulled up. I would have came through if I was her with a short cut,
a bob, something.
A pixie. You can't have all that hair with all that dress.
How did it not get caught? Because those look like it's like detailed.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. So I just I wasn't.
That's all way too much.
When you come to Fashion Week,
she should have had a different color hair. That color.
The blonde did nothing for that dress.
Did nothing for that dress at all.
So I mean, with that, and this is the thing, like, you can't come to an event like with a big, huge. I mean, I would have maybe put like you can't really do a slit with a big gown like that, I don't think. But she could have done something.
I feel like if that was mermaid rather than princess, it might have been more tasteful.
Right.
Like if the line had been brought down to like.
But it was inappropriate too, though, for like where I just think it was too much. Yes. Like we said, she could have done something with it.
It's Fashion Week, so she could have gotten away with it had it been done correctly.
To me, that's an editorial gown.
I agree. But like I said, it's fashion week. So
yeah,
like
that's couture. You
expect people to come out with like crazy shit.
Right, that's couture.
So, like,
that's you want to come and you want to push the envelope. I mean, like a flat 30-inch hair wasn't cute.
No.
The jewelry wasn't cute.
It takes away from all of the dress by itself is gorgeous.
Right.
But you add all
the
that,
execution was
all
awful.
all the other bells and whistles, and it just looks like the Griswolds.
Yeah,
the Griswolds for Christmas.
It's an affront.
Like.
Yeah, well, like when you pile all that stuff on. I mean, I know you think that like you need more and more and more, but like when you pile all that on, it's an affront to. I mean, that gown, that is like a statement gown that you might just want to
by itself
showcase the gown. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's about nothing else but the gown.
But the gown.
So I feel like it's an affront to the designer, you know, who created this gown. The
like if
seamstress.
I was Oscar De La Renta, I would be pissed off.
Yeah.
Because you didn't show off my dress.
No.
You took away from it.
Yeah.
Like there should have been a simple, maybe the necklace should have had like a stone, singular stone.
Yeah.
Bracelet.
Have it be black.
Something
not silver that's not distracting.
Chunky, not very elegant. I
right.
feel like the same thing should have a stud with your hair pulled back or up.
Yeah.
Or something short. Like
she could have wore like a angled bob or something.
anything other than that, and that color was awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I feel like that was that documented. Do we have that documented? We have that documented, right? Yeah, I need to be able to archive that.
I like I said, I'm gonna tell you like it is. That's how there ain't no way around it. It was ugly.
And
it was ugly.
I feel like that is just great. Like that was.
Oh, I bet you got your little hater.
I feel like we could end the show with that. Like I feel like that was just. I feel like I'm okay with that.
Hey, now, don't push it. Don't push it. Don't expect that to be all the time.
I don't expect it to be an all the time occurrence, but wow, we have made strides.
Yeah, we're making records. We're making records, but I think we also need to make some more viewers, some more followers. So I think that if you guys want more of this mess,
if you
want more of
that we call life,
that we call Friday Night
Live.
Oh my God. Well, if you want more of this, if this
is something you like, if you like this, if you love us,
if you like this, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at GMWW Radio. I got that right.
You got it this time. You got it. Yes.
Make sure you check out our website, gmworldwideradio.com, and you can also download our Android app too, which is something that I want to do at the Google Play Store. And I guess if you just have any questions, if you maybe have any suggestions for us, anything,
or if you just want to chat.
You want any bookings?
Oh yeah, book us.
Could book us too. gmwwradio@gmail.com.
Any interview inquiries? If you want to come on and have us interview, and just sitting here with the chaos. And come talk to us. Come kick it.
Yeah. So that's always an option too. If you want to see what I'm doing in my, I don't